Today we will start with the chapter 5 of Geography, Major Domains of Earth. Before starting the lesson, let me tell you why the Earth is called a unique planet. Earth is called a unique planet because there is a life supporting gas, oxygen is present here, and we are having the water and we are having the gravitational pull. So this all make Earth a planet where the life is possible. So let's start with the lesson. What is actually in the this lesson? As you have read in the first chapter, the Earth is the only planet which has a life. Again, I'm telling you, I have told you earlier also, Earth is the only planet where the life is possible. Human being can live here because of life sustaining element, land, water, air are present on the Earth. I have told you like oxygen is there, water is there, and gravitational force is there. So there are the three elements. What are the three elements? Land, water, air are present on the Earth. The surface of the Earth is complex zone in which three components of environment meet, overlap, and interact. What are the three elements? What are the three components that make the Earth that create an environment in which everything meet, overlap, and interact? What are the three things? Let's start with the three things. The solid portion that we say first is lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, then biosphere. And we the first of all, let me tell you what is lithosphere. The solid portion, as you see, the land is there, mountains are there, plateaus are there. These are the solid portion, so that makes lithosphere. The solid portion on the earth which on which that we live is called lithosphere. The gaseous layer that surround the earth is called atmosphere, that contain oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and other gases are found here. So water covers a big area, as you all know that. So what is actually the area that cover is called hydrosphere. And what is actually biosphere? It's a narrow zone where we find land, water, air together. So let me explain you again. First is your lithosphere. All the solid portion on the earth is called lithosphere. That is mountain, that is your plateau, all the plains that comes in your lithosphere. And all the gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide that come that surround the earth is in the atmosphere. And what is actually hydrosphere? Water covers a very big area of the earth's surface, and this area is called your hydrosphere. The hydrosphere comprises water in all its form. You can see the river, you can see the ocean, you can see like the glaciers are there. So all this comprises hydrosphere. So lithosphere is your land, and atmosphere that contains the gases. Hydrosphere contain water, and biosphere is a narrow zone where the land, water, air together, which contain all forms of life. So first of all, let me tell you one thing more. Word origin in the Greek language, litho means stone, and atmos means vapors, and hydro means water, and bios means life. Can you mean by using this? That means your stone, where vapor, and that is your bios means life. So that all comprises lithosphere. So atmosphere, hydrosphere. So litho means stone, that is land. Atmos means vapor, that is your gaseous state, like different gases are there. Hydro means water, and bio means life. So you can learn this also. So let's start with first thing, lithosphere. So what is actually lithosphere? The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. It comprises rock of earth crust and thin layer of the soil that contain nutrients, elements which sustain organism. There are two major divisions of the earth's surface. The large landmass are known as continent, and the huge water bodies are called ocean basin. You can underline this also. There are two divisions of the earth's surface. First is your landmass, that is continent, and you can see on the globe also, it is clearly shown the continents and the ocean basin. All the oceans of the world connected with one another, and it will be more clear by the diagram. I'm showing you that diagram. So this is your diagram. You can see There are the oceans also, and there are the continent also. You can see the Indian Ocean, you can see the Southern Ocean, you can see the continent Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia. So these are your continent, and in smaller class you also have read about the continent and the ocean. So that all, the landmass is your continent, and uh, this is your oceans are your uh, southern oceans are your oceans. So yeah, I hope so this much is clear to you. Now let me start with the next thing. The highest mountain peak is your Mount Everest. You can underline this also, and you can underline the uh, how much it is high. So you can underline this. Now we're having the different continents, and in this class I will take only the up to uh, I will take up to North America, so it will be more clear to you. First, I will take, and you can underline whatever I'm teaching. There are seven major continents. You know very well: Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. And you can look at the world map also. You can easily, it will be more clear to you. So first of all, I will tell you about Asia. Asia is the largest continent. Underline this. It covers about one third of total land area of the earth. The continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. So you can underline this. And the Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. So again, I'm telling you, it's the largest continent. It covers about one third of area of the earth, and the continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. I hope so it is clear to you. And there's a one more thing is there: Europe plus Asia, Eurasia. Now come to Europe. Europe is much smaller than Asia. If we compare Europe with Asia, it is smaller than Asia, and the continent lies in the west of Asia. The Arctic Circle passes through it. In this Asia, what happened? Tropic of Cancer passes through the continent, and in this Arctic Circle passes through it. So underline this: it is much smaller than Asia, and the continent lies in the west of the Asia, and the Antarctica Circle passes through it. It bounds the water bodies on the three sides. Look at the map. You can see in the map. It will be more clear to you. And the next is your Africa. Africa is the second largest continent after, it is the second largest. You can underline this. First one is your Asia, and second one is your Africa after Asia. The equator of 0 degree latitude runs almost through the middle of the continent, and large part of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. Look at the figure. You can see the figure, and by seeing the figure, the many thing will be clear to you. Like I have told you about the Asia, it is the largest continent. I have told you about the Europe, it is much smaller than the Asia. And Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. So you can underline this. And Sahara Desert, the world largest hottest desert located in Africa. So underline this also. It's important. And the longest, you can also look at the map, and you can see there's a world longest river Nile flows through the Africa. So what is the important thing? The important thing is, like, the Sahara Desert, the world largest, hottest desert is in Africa, and the longest river Nile flows through the Africa. And notice where equator, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn passes in the map of Africa. So I hope so this much is clear, and keep on revising because these are very important things. Now come to your North America. It is the third largest. So first one is your Asia. Second one is your right now you have read about. Second is your Africa, and now third one is your North America. The North America is the third largest of the world. It is linked with the South America by very narrow strips of coal. You can see the continent lies completely in the northern and the western hemisphere. So you can see that it is the third largest, and it is linked with the narrow strip land. So I hope so this much is clear. Today in this class I will tell you about the North America only. Just go through the lesson and go through the all the points. The highest peak I will ask in the next class. Again, I'm telling you in this part we have read about, again I'm telling you, we have read about like the major domains of the earth. Like we have read about uh, the lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, You know what is litho? That is land. Atmo means your vapors, that is gaseous, and hydrosphere means your water, and biosphere is your life. So we have read about the lithosphere, the land portion, and we also learn about the large land mass is your continent, and the huge water bodies are your ocean basin, that we have read. And we have also gone through the map. So this map is also clear to you. And then we have studied about the different continents. We have studied about the continent, like we have studied about Asia. Then we have read about, like, Asia is the largest continent. Then we have studied about Europe. Then we have studied about the Africa, and then we have studied about North America. I hope so this much is clear to you. And we will I will take the next part in the other class and go through the lesson, read it thoroughly, and ask a problem in the class.